Luann Loud had been growing listless. She wasn't as fascinated by her pranks like she used to be. The pun on every sentence and the pie in the face routine were classics, but they lacked the spark, and they needed when they needed to be fresh. She needed new material, but her options were limited. The only time of the year where she could go fully try it all out was April 1st. Her family dreaded the holiday, but she loved the holiday just as much as Lucy loved Halloween. Her pranks had a new level of complexity, and her originality shone too brightly. Luann absolutely loved seeing the fearful and miserable faces of her loved ones as they fell victim to her schemes. Lincoln was her favorite target, and he was the most normal member. Who could he be so high-strung when under pressure? She thought he even looked a little cute when he panicked. Her feelings for him weren't something she would be open about to express her love through pranks. Having to wait an entire year to go all out and putting a serious strain on her psyche. She needed to be spontaneous and do something wild, something that would make her headlines. She would have to go big. Luann rattled her brain for about an hour before the perfect plan finally came to her. Her lips curled upwards in delight. "Okay, guys, I'm heading off," Lynn said as she walked downstairs carrying a bag full of sports equipment. She would be spending the summer at a soccer training camp, and she was very excited to see what kind of intense workouts she'd get. Her family bid her farewell, but Luann simply stared at her with the widest grin. She watched her sister leave on the bus. Once everyone else had gone back inside, Luann got a bag of supplies of her own and ordered an Uber to the closest possible location to the camp. The bag would loudly rumble as the car sped off. It was now nightfall when Luann was returning to her cabin after a long day of training. As she worked and ranked and running around a lawn field by kicking balls between her team, it was the exact same work that she needed it. She had noticed a large lump under the sheets of her roommate's bed. "Oh, don't tell me you're asleep already. There's so much time left in the day." She nudged at the lump, but the body wouldn't move. She gave it another nudge and nearly threw up when she saw her roommate fell to the floor with a slit throat. The room was now filled with the sound of intense laughter. Luann had crawled underneath the bed and pressed the cloth up to Lynn's face. After a few seconds of struggling, the athlete was knocked out from being under the strong chemicals. Luann giggled and Bandit put her sister in a body bag before running off, ordering another Uber. This time she went to the junkyard, not too far away from her house, and there was a shed where she had prepared for a lot of pranks. She strapped Lynn's body to a table and slowly caressed her face. She then looked the myriad of her tools and before her and quickly got to work. "This better be worth it, Luann. I hope you keep your promise about not pranking us for a week if we came out here to see your latest work of art," said Lincoln, as he looked around the dingy-looking shed. "Oh, trust me, Lincoln, it's to die for. You should try this sports drink I made. Lynn would love it." She then handed Lincoln a red canteen. Lincoln then took a chug and fought back the urge to vomit. "Ew, gross. It's like a dead rat," he screamed. "Funny, I thought baby slushy would taste more like mango juice," she said. "What?" "I stole some of Lisa's inventions to make that drink. I put Lily in that type of machine that turns solid matters into liquids. I added some pepper to help make the taste, but I think she had a full diaper anyway. That's not the main attraction though tonight. I have something much better." Luann pulled down the curtain and revealed her horrific prank. On the table was a large stack of toy boxes with see-through plastic covers. The first thing Lincoln saw was a body part after body part in each box. 2 boxes on the floor and their feet them, and the one stacked on top of them were the ones he assumed were legs. On the table were packed organs and fingers, and what he saw last shocked him to his core. Lay there Lynn's head in a box, her dead eyes wide open.